Well, Leo, there's a lot happening in your life right now. It's March 2023. You've still got 10 months of the year to go. And as you can see from your horoscope here, there's a lot of activity here in the western part of the chart. So a lot of your focus has been on other people right now. And that may be particularly the case with your nearest and dearest relationships, as shown by this 7th house. And at last, you say, yes, Saturn will be leaving this area of your horoscope, your relationships, after a couple of years of intense lessons. Mercury there moves out rather quickly into the 8th house to join the Sun around the 3rd of March. And that's important because this is the house of sensuality, the house of shared resources, sex and intimacy. So a lot of attention is on this part of your horoscope. That's going to be further accentuated around the 7th when the moon here moves into your finance house. Yes, this is the finance area, but see how it will be shining its light directly there on the moon, on the sun, the Mercury and Neptune conjunction in this 8th house of intimacy. So a lot of energy there can be expected. Because Mercury is a communications planet, I think you'll have a lot to talk about in that area. But really, the lucky combination that I see here is of this Venus and Jupiter conjunction in your 9th house. So I think you've got, yes, interest in people, but I think you've got interest in places. And I think you have this sense of adventure right now, exploration, both of yourself, your relationships, the people in your relationships, and the world at large. Notice that transit of Saturn also moving into that 8th house. So that tells us, because Saturn is not particularly the friendliest planet to you, that the issues at hand, which we've seen from this 7th house relationship transit, these issues may not be easy to solve, but that communication planet is the key. That's what's going to get you across the line and help you resolve any of your differences with those that you love. And of course, for those of you that are in business, in some sort of partnership, then this 7th house is not simply limited to your emotional relationships. It has an impact on your business partnerships, your overall view of other people, the way you interact with people as a whole. So I think that's changed over the last year or two as a result of that Saturnian transit here in the 7th house. Notice there on the 17th, that beautiful transit. It's been a lovely transit in your 9th house, indicating a love of travel, higher learning, adventure, exploration. You're wanting to know more and you're wanting to expand, and that's going to be an enjoyable process if you jump on board. And then that planet moves, that's a Venus anyhow, takes that lovely Jupiter energy and then moves into the 10th house, into its own sign. That is a very, very cordial, powerful, sociable planet. It brings an element of love and satisfaction, friendship, sociability to the workplace. So you can expect your professional activities to have a tinge of sociability, I would say. Notice that stack of planets building up now there after the 20th in your 9th house. There's the new moon that also takes place there in Aries on the 22nd, moving quickly out of that. And perhaps bringing that spark of adventure to your work, giving you an insight. It doesn't necessarily even mean moving your job or doing something new, but maybe bringing a fresh set of eyes on the type of work you do, a different attitude being overlaid. That, of course, is the primary meaning of having a new moon, and depending on where that new moon takes place, which in your case, Aries is the zone of higher learning, standards, but it takes its energy into this career sector very quickly. It shows that you can empower yourself through the way you perceive the work that you are doing. So it's all an attitudinal shift that is taking place under these transits for you. And unfortunately, this 8th house is not avoidable. Now, there's another important transit. I normally miss those very outer ones, but for you, it's very important. Pluto transiting into the 7th house of marriage. We've talked about that a lot. It happens right at the tail end of the month. In fact, it may have happened, just at the tail end of the month. That's showing us you actually made some very, very big transition, and there's been some transformation in your relationships as a result of that long-standing transit of Saturn. More transformations to come, and you can accelerate that by going over to astrology.com.au, my website. I have lots of daily, weekly, this one here, monthly and yearly readings that are all available to you to give you a deeper and broader picture of what's happening to your sun sign of Leo throughout 2023 and beyond. Don't forget to subscribe, and please come back next month. I'll be here waiting for you. Bye bye now.